How you doing? How you doing? My name is Antonio. My podcast is called Unapologetically Black with the Facts. I ask that you like and subscribe to this page and share the video. Today, what I have to say to my people is that in today's journey on the Underground Railroad, as I seek freedom from our economic oppression, the hardest place to receive refuge is from my black people. Let me explain to you what I mean by that. I mean that if we were seeking freedom under the Underground Railroad, under the current mentality of African Americans today, the least place to seek refuge today is with African and Americans. It's because we have a crab in a barrel mentality, even at our own expense. I say this with confidence due to my experience as an entrepreneur who supplies goods and services to my community in Milwaukee at a cost cheaper than Fortune 500 companies such as Walmart, Target, and Amazon. As you see behind me, this is 48 roll of tissue that I sell in Milwaukee for just $25, 355 sheets per roll, two-ply tissue. Look at what this is. This is called this soap. Come from Italy, but Walmart sells this soap 11.99 for 3 bars. I sell them $1 a bar. 50 garbage bags. I sell these for $6 for 50 garbage bags. You have to understand one of the biggest issues we are in have in America is inflation. What makes inflation so possible is a lack of competition. A lot of black people claim to be spiritual, but if you were spiritual, the Bible teaches you that people hand their power over to the beast. So if you look at it from a spiritual level, it is imperative for black people, especially at a time when DEI initiatives are targeted as far as the hiring of black people, right, to support an alternative to these companies who are continuously raise prices. Competition empowers the consumer. The lack of competition empowers the retailer. It empowers the merchant. I don't do this out of greed or a purpose to just generate money. I do this because of my belief systems that black people have to gain the ability to supply goods and services to their own community, and I do this at my own personal detriment because I have to deal with so much self-hate within my own community. I don't understand why black people don't understand the importance of supporting their own people to have businesses within their own community. And again, I don't understand why black people act so ignorant as if the disadvantages that black businesses have in competing in a racist white capitalist system has an effect on their prices and their services. And even when up against all that, I myself, as an entrepreneur, offer products that are cheaper than those Fortune 500 companies, which have those racial advantages that allow them more access to capital and to buy more inventory at a lower cost and control that. At my disadvantage, I still offer it to my community at a cost cheaper than them, and still they do not understand the importance of supporting that which is beneficial to them. I'm just saying, when we look at this spiritually, you must understand that the people hand their power over to the beast. It is your ignorance about what you fail to be accountable to what you empower with your purchasing dollar. For some reason, we think that Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street just magically appeared. That is not what occurred. Europeans discriminated you for spending their dollar with you, and black people created a service that helped subjugate or fulfill that gap. And in turn, that black wealth was recirculated back in your community, which created the opportunity for you or your family to also generate wealth within your community. And it is a shame that we need other people to discriminate against us in order to get us to support one another. Sometimes I believe this is the uh, disadvantage of the black woman having what is considered the mitochondrial dream, the mitochondrial DNA, which allows them to produce all races of people, which created the variety or the genetic diversity within the black community that allows us to be so tolerant of various people that make us too inclusive. This inclusivity allow us to allow other people in or accept the discrimination against us and us refusing to consolidate within our racial and social structure. Because black people are so tolerant in acceptance of diversity, it has prevented us from concentrating our efforts to empower us to prevent us from being empowered, from being affected by Europeans' discrimination. Man, it's just it's just ridiculous. Matter of fact, this is 5 gallons of laundry detergent right here for $30. Walmart sell you right now they got 132 ounces for $20, which I said 128 ounces, which is a gallon for $10. So you'll pay Walmart $10 more for 4 ounces, but no here nor there. But as I say, as I seek refuge on the Underground Railroad for freedom, for economic oppression and slavery, I have slave catchers pursuing me. What are slave catchers? Bills. Bills are today modern day slave catchers. Most people are forced to labor for things that nature naturally provide. You're laboring, and a portion of your income is paid out to energy, and the world has what is called reusable energy. You're laboring for food when the world and the natural resources of the world have the ability to produce abundance of food. The only reason why you have to labor and buy orange juices is because you've been deprived access to the natural orange juices that are grow on earth to make your own orange juice. That is the basis of capitalism. To deny the largest amount of group of people of access to the natural resources, to force them to have to labor for the elite class in order to generate this fiat dollar to purchase the natural resources of earth that God give man that we deprived them of. That's the whole trick to all this. But it's so hard for me to explain this to my people is because so many of us is built on the concept of trying to be better than the next one of us. The same way white people have built their identity off of being superior to black people while they supported Trump, which is detrimental to their own economic conditions. It's the same thing that has afflicted black people due to white people oppressing and constantly enforcing white supremacy on us. Yeah, it's nasty. Like I said, on my pursuit for freedom through the underground railroad of entrepreneurship, one of the hardest places to seek refuge from slave catchers on my heels, light bill, rent, car notes is black people.